Hi YouTube, thanks for tuning in to my channel called Stories with Lonnie. I am Lonnie, and today what I wanted to talk about is a day in the life of a unit secretary. So currently I am a unit secretary in a hospital. I do have a scrub top on. This isn't the scrub top that I wear because for secretaries at the hospital that I'm at, they require for you to wear purple. So it could be like a plum purple or it could be a grape color purple. First when I walk in, of course I clock in, then I go to the unit secretary's station and I make a copy of one of the sheets that has everyone who's working on the unit, has the nurses, has the CNAs that are on the unit, has my name, so it's like a workflow sheet that lets you know who is working, what time they're working, what patients they have. Then I assign them pivot phones, which these phones, they kind of look like cell phones, and you're able to clip them onto your pants or your shirt pocket. And basically it's for me to be able to call you if I can't find you on a tracker system that we have, because we also have trackers on the back of our badges. So like if you're in a specific room, then I'm able to locate you to let you know that your patient needs this, or family members requesting that, you know, whatever the situation is. So but it also notifies that specific nurse or that specific CNA as well, because we have a call bell system that the patients will call on. So if they have to use the bathroom, if they're cold, if they need medication, if they have any type of question, if the family member has any type of question, then they're able to hit that call bell system and it'll alert on the call bell system, so that way it gets to me. Since I'm the secretary, I enter the phone, figure out what they need, and then at that point I distribute that information to the correct person that needs it. That pivot phone that they have, it'll also let them know before I even get to them, like, hey, they can see this room number, you know, just called. So if let's say that they were helping them earlier, or they know it's around that time for them to get pain medication, then they know what they're usually calling for. But it just gives them a heads up. So then by the time I get to them, I can say, hey, your patient in room so-and-so is requesting this. And then they usually say, okay, the entire day. So I'm constantly, you know, answering that call bell system, assisting patients. If it's anything that I can do that's more simple, like if it's something like adjusting the room temperature, they want an extra pillow, they're cold, they need some blankets, they're hungry, they still haven't received their meal, then that's something that I can help with. If something's broken, then I can inform maintenance to, you know, stop by. If it's a computer that's messed up in the room, then I can request an IT person to come out, things like that. And so I'm answering those questions, and then I'm also running errands for the nurses. If they need blood that needs to be took down to the blood lab, if they need blood picked up, then I'm going down there as well. If they have urine, they took a sample of urine that they need to get down to the lab, I'll go do that. If the food tray hasn't gotten there yet and the patient doesn't want to wait for someone to bring it up, or if it's past time for the patient, for the kitchen where they're closed and they don't deliver, then I'll go down to grab it. If the nurses are waiting for something from another floor that they might use a chute to deliver it to us, then I'll go to another unit to their chute and pick up the medication from pharmacy, or, you know, anything like that. So I also go to make pharmacy runs if there's medications that patients are waiting on. Usually as I'm discharging them, then we'll go to the pharmacy and do that. So I also discharge the patients. When it comes to the actual computer, I am admitting the patients into our system. I'm discharging them out of the system once they leave, or if they're transferring, then usually bed control will automatically do that for us. I'm recording all this information in a logbook, saying what time they came to our unit, where they're from, their name, just different information like that. If they're leaving, what facility they're going to, if they're going home, are they going home by themselves, are they going home with home health, anything like that. That's what I'm looking at. I also make central distribution runs. So let's say that in our PAR room, which is a room that has most of our supplies that we use on the unit, if we are out of something, then I might have to run to central to go grab those things for them, for the nurses or the CNAs. They might need something, then I let them, I'll go down and go grab something for them as well. So basically, to me, and I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but I feel like a secretary, me specifically, I feel more like an errand person, or like the middleman, I'm the one who everyone, sends all this information to me, and it's my job to translate that information and distribute it out to the right person, so that way it's taken care of in a timely manner, and that way the doctor doesn't have to go find this nurse or that manager or whoever. I'm able to take the message down, and when I see that nurse, or I can locate them on the tracker, I go and I let them know. And so on, and I page doctors, page therapists, and also if I can help the nurses with patient care, then I try to help them with that as well. So it could be something as maybe they need help lifting a patient up, or taking them to the bathroom, and it might be a patient that requires more than one person to assist them, then I could go in there and help them with that as well. I just can't be in there by myself to do it, but I can assist a nurse or a CNA with that. So yeah, it's not too bad. If it's definitely something that is like a stepping stone, if it's something that you want to get into when it comes to the medical field, then that's definitely a good introduction to the medical field, because you get to see what the nurses do, and you also get to learn the supplies. You get to do different things. You get to learn your way around the hospital. So yeah, a lot of cool things that you will see, and that's all I got for you guys. It might be different in an office as a secretary, but in a hospital, that is what I do. Thank you.